first of all, I want to say thank you for accepting my invitation and being here today.
Cool.
It's a special pleasure because rarely in our day-to-day life we meet people who have traveled a lot of countries and try to live and work in a lot of territories.
Yeah,
And I have read in your website that you have lived to 50 countries. Is that
I
right?
think now it's even more.
Okay.
Now, yeah, now it's I think more because like I don't really count now. Yeah,
You've lost the count, right?
I don't really need to count because like I don't really have a goal to visit every country in the world. Like usually when I met some digital nomads or who travel a lot or travel bloggers, they have a special goal like to visit every country in the world. I don't have this kind of goal. So in my case, like I just enjoy like place, nature, people around, culture. So yeah, I don't have really clear goal that I need to visit everything.
That's great. First of all, before we start talking about the places you visited, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Who I am. My name is Anthony Minkowski. I'm originally from Russia. I do IT startups and primarily in travel industry for last 4 years. But at the same time, I manage in, like international IT teams and collaborate with investors, with tech teams, with business. So like I usually know how to launch any kind of platforms, mobile or web. It doesn't really matter. And so basically, I built a couple of startups in Russia, like in travel industry. I worked like even for government, like Russian government, with one of my startup and with hospitality industry, with hotel chains. But when pandemic started last year, um, we start to think about what we can do as like in this situation, what we can learn from that. And to be honest, even I was in this remote mode for many years and worked from home. I never consider myself as a digital nomad. I never travel and work. Um, and it was just um, kind of not even an idea. We just participate in hackathon. One of them because I participate in many hackathons, and one of them we said, okay, let's focus on like digital nomad community. Like it was last year, September last year, when we just start about like let's think about people who work while they travel, and we like start to think what kind of problems they faced while they travel, how we can help them, what we can build from this. So yeah, basically it starts like this. And so it wasn't a plan to do anything in this area. It's just we start to learn and analyze and made research about uh, problems and issues and challenges what digital nomads or like people who work and travel faced while they travel. And like as I told you before, the main challenge is loneliness. People while they travel, they while they work because they need to work like maybe 8 hours per day, they feel lonely because you have two options. You can go to hotel and work from hotel and feel lonely, or go to hostel, but in hostel you can't work. So it's one of these options. You don't really have any other options in general. And we start to like analyze what we can do in this situation. So we built a concept, like first concept that was in Turkey last November, when we built the first camp. It was just a villa. We rent a villa, invite people like that time it was just Russians, because it was easy for us to invite Russians and attract to this project Russians. And we built really nice camp for 1 month. People stayed, they worked together, they live together, they explored Turkey.
How many people
Uh,
did you gather?
our first camp was 12 people. Not everyone was strangers. Like some of them was friend of us, but like 60% was totally strangers. So we didn't know at that time anything about them.
And how
And
does it work? Do you like, do they apply and you select them,
uh,
or do you accept
like
everyone?
yeah, first camp it was just basic proof of concept, so we didn't select anybody, we didn't do much, we just start to this kind of a camp when, where we just organize um, group travel, probably. You can say like this, prepare a program, um, like fix some conflicts, like organize like chats for everyone, organize payments so everyone can share payment if they pay for something, for excursion, for example, or for museum, or for rent a car, for example. So this it was like the basics. We don't really spend a lot of time on this. We just organize it for 1 week, and yeah, we didn't like we earn money from that a bit, but we just proved that the concept exists. This whole business model works, and it was really cool. Just like 1 month was really perfect for for us as a host, for as an organizer of these camps, and for people who was in our camp. So
Uh,
yeah,
Looking
go
it
ahead.
from the outside, it looks like, if you're in a villa, and if you have a lot of new places you wanna look at, you wanna visit, and if you have nice things around you, it looks like you won't focus that much on work. And is it hard in this part?
Yeah, definitely. It's the hardest part is that when you go abroad, people around you usually like party, they relax, they go to drink somewhere. So you can't really motivate yourself to work. It's really hard to self-control and discipline and all this stuff. So it's also works in this way that if around you people who do the same work, or like even um, do the same job, you motivate each other, because you can't go now to the party if like 6 other people, or like even 10, they work, and it will motivate you to work as well. And after it's also motivate you finish early, because like most of the people try to finish early, like at 5, be free and go like to the beach, or go to the party, or explore, or like drive to the mountains, or whatever, or hike. Like it's a lot of options, and you motivate yourself and see how it's that you should finish early as well. You just understand that you need to wake up early. You need to prioritize your work. You don't really need to waste your time on like I know TV shows or YouTube or whatever. You motivate yourself to do to be productive first, efficient second, and start like before like I think find your work life balance. So this is also like kind of value of our camp.
On a personal level, how many hours of the day do you spend working?
It's usually the same. Like it's the same like when you work at home. It's usually if people like if they have flexible work hours, it might be 6 hours or 4 hours or 2 hours. It depends, because some of our clients they work for themselves. Like even me, I work on for my own startup. So to be honest, I can stay now like whole day in the beach and just or the party. And some days I prefer to do it because like I see this is better that I can rest and get more energy and have more like connections. It was in Albania, like one story that I choose to go to Unum Fest. It was, I think, this June, right? So yeah, I spent 4 days. It was working days. When I just go, when I just went to this Unum Fest, met a lot of people, also promote our camp, explore Albania a bit more, and for me it was like better, I think, option instead of focus on job this particular time. So it depends. Like some people prefer 8 hours, some people prefer 2 hours.
Okay. And can you tell us what have you learned since the first time that you've traveled and worked as a digital nomad until now?
Yeah, it's a lot because this first camp started in, as I told you, November, and now it's September. It's almost 1 year past, and I was like, I start my digital nomad lifestyle only this February, and travel since then in many countries. Like I don't know how many, like 12 probably this year. Yeah, maybe 12, maybe even more. And yeah, it's changed all my life, all my perspective, how to work, how to organize myself, how to communicate with people. Uh, yeah, I think now like it changed everything. Like even like what I have with me. Like I throw a lot of stuff while I travel. Even like a couple of days ago, I throw my big suitcase uh, because yeah, now I have like a smaller one. I hope like in a couple of months it's going to be even smaller. It's really hard to throw away your stuff, but when you travel, you understand that you don't really need this. Even it's fresh, new, you never use it, but you understand that why you need to carry it. So it's like a lot of small things which help you understand what is worth to have or to see or to go, and what is not. What like you prioritize your time really, or even connection with people. You prioritize this who you should communicate and this who you shouldn't. Um, like what to do in every country. Should you go in pyramids? Like first, like the second camp was in Egypt, and we visit Cairo. But at the same time, when I was in Cairo, we didn't visit pyramid. And yes, kind of for many people, it's really important to visit when you in Egypt. But we decided like why we need to do it. Like what's the reason to behind of this? Like I can come back to like in 1 year to Egypt, like in next month. So now you change your patterns, how you live, what you like. You learn about yourself a lot. So this kind of all this digital nomad lifestyle change your perspective. I think for everything, really.
Although it looks like the amazing life and anybody would want to do it, would want to live like this, do you think it's affordable for everyone? Do you think anyone can do it on a financial level?
I don't think it's a lot of money, to be honest. Like from my perspective, this is a cheaper way of travel and live compared to even stay in your home country. Uh, First, when you rent apartment in your home, okay, it depends on different country, but most developed country like in US, in Canada, in Australia, in Europe, the price of rent an apartment is higher, like it's 1,000 something dollars per month. And even the same in Moscow, we have like really expensive rent. At the same time, you need to spend a lot of money for, I don't know, for shopping, because you when you live in megapolis, you should spend like you should care about it, about this stuff. You care about a lot of unnecessary things, and you spend a lot of money on this. while you travel as a digital nomad, you don't really spend a lot of money and a lot of time on this stuff. You like again, I choose countries where price of the living is like the cost of the living is kind of low. I can't say that like Albania is the cheapest country, for example, but at the same time, it's affordable. Like all Balkans, to be honest, is affordable. Like maybe Serbia is kind of higher price, but again, in comparison to France or Italy, whatever, it's cheaper. Um, so Albania is cheap, Bosnia is cheap, like comparing to other countries. Macedonia is cheap, Serbia is not so cheap, but Bulgaria is cheap as well. Egypt cheap, Turkey sometimes cheap. So uh, it depends. Like in Latin America now, where we go in like December, it's kind of you see it's cheap to your home country. So yeah, it's usually if you compare all the stuff, you understand that it's kind of affordable way of living.
So
Yeah.
basically, if you want to do it, you can find ways. There are opportunities, right?
Uh, it's always you can find the ways. I truly believe that you always have possibilities and it's a lot of opportunities. So yeah, it's I don't think it's a bigger challenge to do it and to follow your passion, travel and work at the same time. It's kind of just a limitation in your mind. I think this is a main challenge because even for me it was really hard to convince myself to push forward and like um, start this lifestyle. Even it was my own startup when it was my own team who work and travel with me, but it was really hard to push you out of comfort zone.
Going back to Albania, when was the first time you visited here, and how did you find out about Albania?
Okay, cool. About Albania, like honestly, nobody knows about Albania at all. Like not only in Russia, but in general. Like when you uh, talk about people where to go, nobody mentioned Albania. Not only Albania, nobody knows about Macedonia. Some people know something about Bulgaria. Like some people knows about Bosnia a bit. Serbia because exit fest, someone knows. But about Albania, nobody knows. Like I tried to ask many people who know something, and nobody told me anything about it. So it was just um, not even beliefs. It just was like okay, risk. It was high risk. Just I was in Turkey. I just complete my trip in Egypt, and after Egypt, I decided where to go next. So when I was in Turkey, I decided like I can go to Bulgaria, or to Albania, or to Greece. Yeah, it was like close destination, and I said, okay, like I can visit Greece like all the time. It's kind of everyone goes there. It's like popular place. Um, like it's kind of a bit a problem for Russians to go to Bulgaria because you need to apply for visa and Schengen visa. But Albania, it's like yeah, you don't need visa at all. Like I think 1 year or maybe 3 months. I don't remember 6 months. You have like really um, a lot of time to stay there without visa, without any problems. So this was, I think, one of the idea why I choose Albania the first, and second, uh, it was close to the coast. So because again, like many countries like Macedonia, uh, doesn't really have any coast, like only Ohrid. So like yeah, it's better to choose close to the coast, so it's gonna be warm. So yeah, my first time I visited Albania was this year, April, end of the April. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was Tirana. Yeah, basically I stay a couple of weeks in Tirana and travel around for 2 months, whole Albania. So I was almost everywhere.
So, going back. we're talking about Albania. What were the things that you appreciate the most about Albania?
Yeah, I try to promote Albania as a main nature, not even resort. I don't know
I
how to
saw that
explain.
you have been in your Instagram. I saw you've been in Saranda, in Dermi,
Yeah, I was
basically,
everywhere. Like,
basically
yeah,
south.
no, I was everywhere. Like, I can tell you this roadmap how I was. I was first in Tirana, second in Durrës, after that in Vlora, after that to Dermi, to Borj, to Saranda, to what's the after Saranda? It's like the most popular place for tourists. After Saranda, even south, it's I don't remember the
Dermi,
city. No, Dermi was before Saranda, after Saranda. It's like close to
Sani.
Greece. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember how to spell it. Yeah.
So
Um,
basically everywhere were the
after
beaches.
no. Let me. It's just start. It's just start. It's just first week, maybe second week course. After that was Galacoster, um, Fear. I think Fear, right?
Mhm.
Birat. After I come back to Durrës, after come back to Vlora, stay there for a bit. I go back to Tirana, go to Shkodër, not Shkodër, but to Unumfest. It was
Mhm.
not Shkodër, it was Shenzhen or something.
Shenzhen.
Shen, Shenzhen, yeah, Shenzhen. Uh, After go to Tirana back, go to Vlora, stay there again. Let me
Out
think.
of all of these cities, which one had the best food and the best people?
Uh, People friendly everywhere. Like I can't say it's like the difference. People, yeah, I can't say about difference. Like Saranda is different from Durrës, for example, or Shenzhen. Like yeah, because maybe I stayed there for just 2 months. I can't see a big difference between towns. Like I can see about architecture and about nature. Yeah, it's a lot of like big difference between all these towns. But people, I can't say different. Like I can see them right now.
Mhm.
About food, let me think. Where is the best? No, I think Tirana is the best. Like for food, is Tirana the best one? Yeah.
Have you tried traditional food, I guess?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I tried everywhere a lot of like I stay like 2 months in many places, like 2 months in whole Albania and 2 months and a half, I think even. Yeah, so basically I tried I think everything probably. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the good side, but what's on the other side? Like, what do you think could be fixed? What do you think it's not that good in Albania?
Again, like I should mention that your road's really good. Again, when you travel around, because you have like so great nature, it's really important to rent a car, and it's really cheap to rent a car in Albania. It's
Mhm.
really good cars. Like in my experience, it was only good cars. And like yeah, you have really good roads everywhere. Like I travel around like again like everything, and it was really perfect. But on the other side, what is was not good? Yeah, I have one important part. Important, I think, what is important for every not only digital nomads but tourists as well. And I tell everyone again like about it, other digital nomads and the people who I met that that's why like you can choose Albania if you want wide travel experience, because it's nothing, to be honest. In every city you can't find any events. You don't really have any fests. Like only Unum Fest, it was once the set for 2.5 months. You don't really have any parties. Like people don't really go to the party. Even you have clubs, but people don't really promote it as a party. It's just a restaurant with loud music. You don't really have any like art show or any kind of events, to be honest. Like, I couldn't visit anything. I tried every day to try. I even try organize these events myself because it was hard to meet any people. Like, kind of, maybe you have something, but you can't find them. Like, maybe you have like only for you, like for locals, like, and foreigners they can't find. But even the guys who I met in Vlora, for example, they stayed for 3 years already in Albania, and they told me the same. They can't go, like, they didn't participate in any events for 3 years. It was nothing. So yeah, this basically, I think, the main, not a problem, kind of, it's what you can fix, but just by organizing more events, like just organize more how can I say, vibe, I don't know, of the city. So like, even in Tirana it wasn't like so many stuff to do. Even like expats who come to Tirana or other countries, they don't really socialize a lot, they don't really do it a lot. So basically, for like, when I stay in Vlora for 2 months, for 1 month, I met maybe 10 people overall. Compared to Egypt, when I met for first months 300 people or maybe more. So it's like a really big difference. And compared to, like, I don't know, even Serbia or Bosnia or even Macedonia. In Macedonia, it's a lot of events. Like, every day something happens there. So this is, I think, the main things what you should focus now.
Overall, would you suggest other digital nomads to visit Albania and maybe start working and living here?
Yeah, I'm going to back to Albania next year anyway. I'm going to build camps there, not only in like my favorite place, Vlora, but I'm going to build, I think, a couple of them in Vlora, maybe in Saranda. So yeah, I'm going to invite more like digital nomads. I'm going to organize these events by myself. It's, yeah, what I do. So remote camp is going to be sooner or later in Albania, and definitely I will promote it as like really, really great location for not only digital nomads, but to be honest, it's really great place to everyone, like, to just not only visit but explore. It's a lot to see there.
On the other side, not just in Albania, but also in other countries, would you suggest this kind of life that you're living? And to
I
whom? Because I don't think it's adaptable to everyone, right?
yeah, correct. It's not for everyone, for sure. But at the same time, I see now the trend. Almost like 30% of population now work remotely, like in developed country. So it's going to be even more sooner people who travel and work. Um, and I see it's opportunity right now to build like something really big, something like big ecosystem for digital nomads, so they can travel from one place to another and meet the same, like, similar people who share the same values and be friendly and be um, feel themselves like at home, but at the same time being this kind of nomadic lifestyle. Um, so yeah, and what I see, it's again like almost every country, like now Macedonia, we close work with them. They already start to work on digital nomad life visa. Croatia already they have digital nomad life visa. Uh, Georgia already, like it's like 20 or 30 countries already introduced digital nomad visa, and it's going to be even more. Like it's now more countries try to do this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be soon in Albania. So um, basically, we just need to organize this kind of ecosystem that people feel that they're not really stay in a hostel or in a hotel. They know that this kind of friendly place, work friendly place. So everyone can just go and work and be open, and they will have like no problem whatsoever to work and from this place. Yeah,
Something I noticed in RemoteCamp, if I understood it right, it was that when people apply, you interview them and then
yeah,
you decide which groups are adaptable with each other. Is that right?
yeah. Basically, we try to now to match people with the same interest, same values, because um, first camp in Turkey it was different because it was just proof of concept. But later on, we understand that we need to match people on more deep level, so they will share the same interest and they want to achieve the same. Even like some people want to not only in the travel goals but also in the work goals. Like even they work in the same industry, it's better to work with or travel with someone who do the same job as you do, and learn from them. You can like really quickly learn from some person, like I don't know, from Brazil or from Canada, and like share knowledge, share experience. So you not only travel, but it's also you learn a lot and improve yourself and develop yourself really quickly. So yeah, and if you stay like a long period of time, like for 1 month, not for a couple of days, you work every day together and you see how this person work in the same area, in the same even position, what you do, uh, you can improve and develop yourself really quickly, like much quicker. So yeah, that's basically what we do now.
I see that you are promoting this life a lot, and you're also making it easier for people. I also saw an opportunity on your Instagram about an 8-week program that was free of charge, and
Yeah.
let's put people out to apply there. How does it work?
Okay, but now it's just for Madeira, just for these 2 months, October, November. Um,
Mhm.
Basically, what we try to do, we try to build now um, strong team and try to scale our business model in like maybe 5 times, like 3, 5 times. So that's why we need people who ready to work with us, who ready to be part of our team. And for this 2 months, we provide this accommodation. You don't need to pay anything. We just provide everything, food, everything. But in exchange, you need to like help us to build this kind of camps and this ecosystem, and work with our clients, potential clients, current clients, and help us to build this like really solid foundation of the whole company. So later on, we can hire you as a full time or part time, is up to you, position, and to continue to work with us to promote this kind of lifestyle to be honest, to everyone in every country.
So
Um,
basically, after the 8-week program, they
yeah,
can have an opportunity to gain a full-time job, right?
yeah, right, yeah.
And they're gonna be traveling with you everywhere. How is it
It's
gonna work?
yeah, it's after that it's up to you. It's only for this month it's important to stay with us because we need to build a team and synchronize with each other and understand that we can work together, and we can help each other to achieve our personal goals and at the same time our overall goal, company's goal. But after that, it's if you want to join this lifestyle and travel with us, right, you can do it. If you want to travel on your own or build even your own camp, it's fine. You can even stay in Portugal now, because in December I'm going to Brazil, but some people decide to stay in Portugal and stay there. Fine. It's not because this is remote work and we promote this kind of lifestyle. You can work from anywhere. You can go even back to Albania, for example, if you like from Albania and stay there. And we will come back to Albania in a couple of months and meet you and work together a couple of weeks. And after again, we can move to other countries. So it's kind of freedom, what I see in freedom, like in a workspace, but at the same time in any ways. Yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for the whole interview. Time has been flying, and
Oh
we
yeah.
need to close up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this what I want to share, this the last part is really also important
Okay.
because um, in my case, this camps is just first step. It's really important that we don't really build only camps. It's just we learn how to build them, but we try to build an ecosystem. So that's why I communicate with AlbaniaTech, Startup Macedonia, ICH Hub in Serbia, Sofia IT Park in uh, Bulgaria, and like in Startup House in Cairo. So I try to collaborate with every IT hubs or startup hubs in every region, so we can create a network between all these places, and the people from one place or from one location can really smooth to move to another one and see that it's people who share the same values over there as well, and we can share our like clients, like people, digital nomads, and we don't really compete with each other. We just help each other to grow, because I think this is a really good idea that we should be together to like to help, not to compete. And like I see again like a lot of experience in every regions, like, and especially in Balkans, you can help each other in really nice way, like because like Albania, they have like coast and mountains and nature, while Belgrade, they have like a lot of architecture and parties, a lot of festivals. Like in Bulgaria, they have like ski resorts and everything. So you can like help people to travel around all these countries, and they don't really need to go to like Italy. They don't really need to go to Asia. They don't really need to go to Latin America. They can stay in Balkans for whole year. So, but if they stay just in one country, it's going to be boring for many people. But if you share like the ideas and the like contacts with each other, it'd be really awesome. Like this is what I try to build, and that's why I'm come back to Albania and all these countries next year, and collaborate with them and organize this network. And like after that, I'm going to be in Balkans more and more. Yeah.
And Albania Tech's door will always be open to every collaboration and every event. We'll be
Cool.
there.
Yeah, perfect. That's why I like you guys. I hope we'll contact more. I hope we'll chat more about it, what we can do together, what we can build, and like yeah, no, definitely I want to promote Albania and Albania there.
Of course, we're really open to that.
Cool, perfect. So
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
yeah, thank you for your time as well. So yeah, I
It
need to
was
go
a
as
really
well.
nice conversation.